Hey, what's up? It's Jared with State of Tech. Today I have 9 must-have Apple Watch accessories. For those of you that are Apple Watch users, I think accessories definitely make the experience a little bit more fun. The Apple Watch is fun to accessorize, and there's also useful ways to improve the functionality of the device because we need to charge it. There are lots of things that we can do with it. And so in this video, I wanted to talk about some of those accessories that I found useful to have and share those with all of you. So the first one is this 2-in-1 cable, which is kind of genius. So instead of having to carry 2 cables with you whenever you travel, it's very nice to just have this 2-in-1 cable right here, which has the little puck for charging your Apple Watch, and then also has a lightning port on the other side for charging your phone. So now with one cable, I consider this my travel cable because a lot of times I do want to have enough power coming to charge both of the devices at full speed, because obviously if you're charging 2 devices over one cable, you're sharing the amount of output power in order to charge both of those devices. So this is kind of my travel overnight kind of charging cable. I would rather, if I needed to charge my devices quick, have them on separate cables, but this is definitely a must-have, and the price is extremely cheap. I've got links to everything that I talk about down in the description below, so make sure to click on those because clicking on them helps support the channel here if you decide to buy one of them. So this cable is definitely a must-have. Now, for those of you who have a lot of Apple Watch bands, storing them kind of becomes a pain in the butt. And if you like to accessorize your Apple Watch based on what you're doing, whether you're being more active or you're going out for a nice dinner, a kind of easy way to keep your Apple Watch bands together is this nice storage roll here, which pans out and has room for all of your Apple Watch bands. I absolutely love this and never even thought about it until I started doing some searching to see if there was just anything else out there that would make my life a little bit more enjoyable as far as my Apple Watch goes. And this definitely makes the process of storing my Apple Watch bands much better. Usually they were all over the place in a drawer or something like that, and it was just really hard to keep them together. So this here will hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Apple Watch bands. Of course, you could double up. There's plenty of room to double up your Apple Watch bands in here and store those Apple Watch bands and take them with you anywhere. There's also a nice little hook here, so you can kind of hang it up if you're maybe traveling or something like that, or maybe you have an extra hook in your cupboard or whatnot. You can just hang it up and see all of your Apple Watch bands right there. Really nice looking little case. Very simple. Easy to take with you when you travel as well, which I'll be traveling next week to CES, and I'll definitely be taking my Apple Watch bands with me. Now, Apple Watch bands are a great way to accessorize your Apple Watch. A canvas watch band is almost a must-have, I believe. For me, I absolutely love it because when I'm wearing my Apple Watch and I'm out doing work, maybe I'm sweating a little bit, I was doing some woodwork and using a saw and just sawdust was getting everywhere. A canvas band is just, it's nice and stylish, but it's super easy to clean and just wash off because canvas is just, it's durable, it's easy to clean. It also matches really well if you're trying to pair it up with maybe a pair of canvas shoes or something like that. And so it is a very nice watch band, very strong, durable watch band, and pretty inexpensive. Make sure to check the link in the description. And I've also done a top 5 Apple Watch bands video in the past, and this band was one that I talked about there. So if you're more interested in Apple Watch bands, definitely check out that video. I'll link to it below. Now, as we get more devices, we need ways to charge them and an easy way to organize all of that. This 3-in-1 charging platform here is just absolutely fantastic. I keep this on my nightstand. It allows me to charge my Apple Watch just by placing it right there. A nice little stand so that I can see the time and everything on there. Of course, when my alarm goes off in the morning, if I'm not wearing my Apple Watch, I can see it right there. And then it also has 2 wireless charging pads here that I could put my iPhone on and my AirPods on. And so being that Apple didn't come out with what they promised, this is definitely the next best thing, and it's probably priced significantly better than Apple's device would have been. So you essentially put your Apple Watch cable in here, and then you can put your Apple Watch right there, and then you have the 2 other charging pucks here that are wireless, and you can charge your other devices. It also connects via USB-C via the back, and then that plugs into a wall jack that it comes with as well. So everything that you need is here, with the exception of using your existing Apple Watch cable, which you coil up and put down in here so that you can utilize the charging functionality right from within the device. Absolutely fantastic, well priced, a must-have Apple Watch accessory. Now, if you've ever seen a watch band that you absolutely loved and wish that you could use it with your Apple Watch, you can, because you can get Apple Watch band adapters. And these adapters are inexpensive. They go right on your Apple Watch and then have up to a 24 millimeter, 22 millimeter. You can get them in different sizes so that they can accept different watch band sizes. So even smaller bands like 18, 20 millimeter, and then on up, I think this one is a 22 millimeter width watch band, can go right into the adapter, and then you can put that right on your Apple Watch. This was a watch band that I bought off of Etsy a while ago, and it looks and just feels absolutely great. It looks really good with the Apple Watch. I got the color of adapters to match the Apple Watch that I have, so those come in different colors as well. So now you're not stuck to going with Apple Watch only bands or maybe some of the inexpensive third-party ones. You can go and get a nice band from your local leather craftsman or craftswoman, or you can go on Etsy or a lot of the different places where you can find people that are just making really cool, unique stuff like this leather Apple Watch band, and then of course utilizing it with your Apple Watch, because it didn't start out as an Apple Watch band. It was just a watch band, but I made it an Apple Watch band with Apple Watch band adapters. So for those of you that want something really small and compact for charging your Apple Watch, this little adapter right here is absolutely fantastic. It has a USB Type A on the bottom, which means you could plug it in to a little multi-port wall unit like this here. This one is from RavPower, and I could just plug this right in, and then I can set my Apple Watch right on top of it and charge my Apple Watch. So what's awesome about this is that it's not another cable that's going to get tangled up with everything, and it's super small and compact, so it makes it easy for you to travel with. And so this little device right here is extremely small. You could charge your Apple Watch with it, and it fits pretty much in anything. So I typically keep this in my laptop bag so that I always have a backup in case something weird happens and I end up with an Apple Watch that's going dead. It makes it easy for me to keep my Apple Watch topped off, because that USB I could plug into anything, whether it be a adapter in my car or any like USB adapter that you typically find. You can just plug right into that and charge your Apple Watch. Now, earlier I talked about a more rugged Apple Watch band with that canvas band, but there are situations where we want to protect our Apple Watch, and you might want to utilize a rugged watch band that actually goes and covers up the device itself. Now, there are several that are out there, and I've tested a few of them, and I found that this one is just one of the best. It not only covers and protects all edges of your Apple Watch, but the band is nice and strong as well, and it feels very secure when I'm wearing it. I like this because if I'm doing something that I just may end up hitting my Apple Watch. I just know that in this situation, like maybe I'm running on the treadmill and sometimes I might accidentally bang my watch on the treadmill or something like that. Maybe I'm, coaching my kids' baseball game. I remember hitting my Apple Watch last year a couple of times and wishing that I had more protection on it. There are instances where we just need to protect our Apple Watch more. We don't necessarily need to have a rugged watch band all the time on our Apple Watch, but it makes it nice to have that added protection. And so I definitely recommend having that as part of your watch band collection, having a rugged band in there just for those situations where you want to provide a little bit more protection to your Apple Watch. So if you want something a little more minimal as far as a charging stand for your Apple Watch, this little guy is actually really nice, and it's something that you could even travel with. It has nice little rubber feet on the bottom so it stays still when you have it on a tabletop, and it has a nice little rubber pad around it. So you take your existing cable and push your cable through like so, and then just snap it right into place like that, and then run the cable right out the back. It has like a little slot in there so that your cable stays nice and in place. And then of course we could set our Apple Watch right on it like so. And then when our Apple Watch is sitting on the table, and it's kind of hard to emulate that as I am holding it upright, but your Apple Watch will sit right on there, and it keeps it charged overnight, which is awesome. It's a nice angle, I think, so that you can easily see what's on your display if you're using that nightstand mode, and it's just a great little accessory to have there if you want something that's a bit more minimal than the much larger option that I showed earlier, which is this wireless charging pad as well. So options are nice. I like this on my nightstand, and I keep this little guy on my desk in case I need to top off my Apple Watch. Apple Watch bands are really the way that we accessorize our Apple Watches, and NOMAD has a beautiful steel Apple Watch band that is extremely premium and I think looks better than the steel band that Apple has themselves, and it's definitely much better priced than the one offered by Apple. So if you're looking for a steel Apple Watch band, this one is absolutely beautiful and it fits well. It comes with the tool that you need to size it appropriately to your wrist. It came a little large even for me, so I took a couple of pins out and it fit really nice. This is an absolutely beautiful Apple Watch band, very rugged, very nice band that adds a unique, sophisticated look to your Apple Watch for those times when you just want to step it up a notch. And so this, of course, is a more premium item. I'll link to it below so you can check it out, but it's still much better priced as far as metal bands go than what's available from Apple. So that's going to do it for this video. I hope that you found at least something interesting from the video. I know not all accessories are super exciting and maybe a must-have for you, but for me, I found utility in pretty much everything that I mentioned here, and I use it in one way or another. So I hope that you did find something that you found interesting, and you might check out those links down in the description below. But that's going to do it for this video. Make sure to click that subscribe button so you could be notified when I put out new videos. I appreciate you being around and checking out the videos and communicating with me down in the comments. If there is a must-have accessory that you think I missed, maybe it's something that has brought a lot of value to you, share it with me down in the comment section below. I love to see the things that people are finding and utilizing in their own lives, so share that with me down in the comment section and I'll make sure to reply. But that's going to do it for today. I hope to see you back in the next one. Take care.